Hi guys, so today I want to talk about first of all, how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. So today I just want to talk about heat exhaustion. So we're in summer right now. Just hold on. Yeah, I think that's perfect. All right. So it's summer season, and we are constantly getting alerts on our phone uh, about like the weather, you know, and it's gonna be a hot day today. Yeah, mostly cloudy. That's what I'm seeing, but I've just come to find out that it can be very hot. Yeah, and the thing with the heat is that you get dehydrated very quickly, and sometimes you don't even know it, you know? Yeah, so one thing that's always important is staying hydrated. So this means taking enough fluids, you know, so that you don't become dehydrated or run the risk of collapsing or getting a heat stroke, you know, God forbid. So yeah, I like warm weathers, if that's counts. Is that how they say it? Warm weathers, warmer temperatures. Yeah, that's what I really like. And because with the cold, I don't know, I just feel so uncomfortable when it's cold. Yeah. When it gets too hot, I feel uncomfortable as well, but I feel like I handle that better than the cold. But I don't know now because there's one day, when was it? Just within this week that I felt really hot and I started feeling dizzy, you know. Yeah, thankfully, I had taken enough water and I just continued like hydrating and I was fine. And I knew when to sit down or lie down. Yeah. But because most people are not always hydrated, uh, we run the risk of, you know, suffering from heat exhaustion and heat stroke. So I just want us to have a look at reasons why it's important to stay hydrated, and especially you know, in hot temperatures. Yeah. So uh oh, I don't know how true this is, but they say im- uh being hydrated improves brain performance. Interesting. Hmm. More energy, yes, that I agree with. Weight loss and weight management. This is the second time I'm coming across this. So I don't know if it really works. Yeah, maybe I should try, but as they always say, too much of something is dangerous. Like you don't do things to the extreme, you know. Um, so yeah. Mm-hmm. Fewer headaches, yes, I agree. Being someone who suffers from migraines, I agree that being hydrated really helps. Yeah, because migraines are horrible. You don't wish that on anyone. DIY specialist, hey, how are you today? I always check the color of my urine and it is sorry, okay, I always check the color of my urine, and if it's too dark, I have 2 or 3 glasses of water, then it becomes clear. Yes, that's a good check. Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, you want your urine to be clear always. Yeah. So Uh, most people would recommend 7 to 8 glasses of water. I think it depends. I don't know if it depends on the size of the glass. I don't know. Was there mini glasses and big glasses? I think just the standard size. Yeah. And our body is made of a lot of water. Yeah. I can't remember what percentage, but let me just check. Of water is the human body. So it's about 60% water. So that's a lot, you know, more than half of your body is water. Yeah, so it's very, very important that we stay hydrated. It's not only good for our health, but it also helps in extreme uh, temperatures, like hot temperatures, I mean, yeah. So yeah, so let's look at heat exhaustion. We've already established that it is important for us to stay hydrated. Yeah, and not only uh, in hot conditions, like on hot summer days or stuff like that. We need to be hydrated all through, you know. In all those 4 seasons, we need to be hydrated. It's especially important to do it in the summer because there's a lot of sweating going on and it's too hot. Yeah, so heat exhaustion. I'm just reading this from I think it's Johns Hopkins Medicine. This is the definition. Thank you for the like. So heat exhaustion is a heat illness that occurs when a person's body temperature rises due to exertion or environmental conditions. It's less serious than other heat-related illnesses like heat stroke. I would imagine that heat stroke is life-threatening. But if left untreated, it can progress to heat stroke. And that's why it's important to really make sure that the heat exhaustion does not advance, you know, to the heat stroke. Okay. Um, so how do we find out that, you know, someone is suffering from heat exhaustion? So according to WebMD, these are the signs of heat exhaustions. So heat exhaustions and heat stroke, they are totally different. It's not the same thing, but they're related because the source is the heat, you know. So, oh, I don't know how true this is. I'm actually learning. So it says here that if you have heat exhaustion, don't take quick steps to cool the body like almost immediately because it can lead to a heat stroke. I think it would be like the element of shock, you know? Like, for example, like I think I can use an example of when I drink something like very hot, then I drink something very cold almost immediately. It's really not good, you know, for my teeth, and it can cause a lot of sensitivity there. So yeah, I think I can that's the only thing I can use to relate to this. Totally different things, but I'm just trying to understand the whole thing. DIY specialist, if you are dehydrated and cannot hold water in, you are low on salts and sugar. We need salt and sugar in our body to hold water. Oh, that is interesting. Can you tell me, DIY specialist, does this mean that if you can not hold your pee for a long time, then it means you're low on salt and sugar? That's interesting. Can you please let me know? I'm interested to know that. Okay, so heat stroke is a very serious, potentially deadly condition that unlike heat exhaustion can permanently, my bad, damage your brain and other vital organs. Yeah, as we already established, our human body is made up of more than 60% water. So you can only imagine the imbalance that happens when your body is low on water. Yeah. Um, yeah, so if your body temperature is at or above 104 degrees, this is Fahrenheit. So, yeah, because if it's Celsius, that would be insane. I'll just convert that to Celsius and, ooh, 40 degrees Celsius. That is hot, hot, hot. Yeah. Then, so there is, if your body temperature is that high, if you're like confused, agitated, or you experience some form of, aggression, hallucinations, yes, slurred speech, fainting. Yeah, fainting is scary, especially if you faint and there's no one there to help. That's a bit scary. I think if you cannot hold your pee for long, it might be a bladder muscle problem. Ooh, okay. Thanks for the tip. Wow, that sounds serious. Okay, not being able to sweat. Okay, so the symptoms that I just read, these ones relate to heat stroke. Heat stroke. So this is when it's like very serious and not being able to sweat. Okay, interesting. Wow. Okay, so the heat exhaustion symptoms, which I think most of us are, you know, uh, really at risk of because we are all exposed to this heat. So heat exhaustion symptoms may start rapidly or come on slowly, with signs of mild heat illness showing up first. I'm reading this from the webmd.com. I don't know how reliable this is, but I can relate with a few points. So if you have any thoughts, comments, or opinion, just let me know in the charts and I will read it out loud. So you might get a red heat rash or painful heat cramps, often in your arms and legs. So a body temperature of over 100 Fahrenheit, that's high. So uh, the other thing is that they say that it's possible to have heat exhaustion with a normal temperature. So I think that is something we need to look out for. That's scary because if your temperature is normal, you don't really, think that you're at risk of anything. That's scary. Are you training to be a nurse? No, I am not. The only thing that stops me from actually training to be one is because I really fear needles and blood. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think I can be one. Yeah. And yeah, because I just freak out when I see blood, when I see, like the syringes and the needles, especially the long ones. And yeah, and also my tolerance to pain is not so high. So if I see someone in pain, I'll be like, oh, this would be me maybe injecting someone. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And you don't want to scare people. Yeah. No, but thank you for asking. I always, like to just, how can I put it? Like I like learning new things and just having like basic knowledge or information so that in case of anything, I know what to do. Yeah, even though in most cases, like if it's an emergency, I just panic and I don't know how helpful this would be in that case, but you never know. It's better to be like prepared, right? Over prepared than under prepared. You should be a teacher. You have a happy personality. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think I would enjoy that. Teaching. Class is in session. Boom. uh, yeah, so high body temperature, even normal body temperature still could be a sign of heat exhaustion, dizziness, or faintness. So one thing is I get dizzy a lot. Yeah. And I don't know why that happens. I get so dizzy. So I always try to drink enough water. Yeah, I remember like when I was young, I used to tell my mom that I get dizzy, especially when she asks me to do like some house chores and stuff like that. I'll be like, I get dizzy. Even ironing. To date, I really don't like ironing. Yeah, so if you see me with clothes which are a little bit wrinkled, just know that it is because I really don't like ironing, right? Yeah. Because I tend to feel dizzy and I try to explain this, you know, to people, but they just don't get it, you know? Yeah. They don't or they don't take it, you know, as seriously as I would like them to. So, yeah. And I've noticed like I get dizzy when I am exposed to heat. Because when you're ironing, it's like a hot environment, I think. When you're cooking, it's heat. And that's why I don't like cooking, you know. I think you should check your blood sugar levels. Maybe you have to change your diet. You know what? Maybe that's true. Because I really don't take a lot of sugar. So maybe, but I have honey. I think I'll start incorporating honey in my diet on a daily basis. I think that is what I should do. Yeah. Eat less bread and carbohydrates and more vegetables and meats. Will do. Thank you, DIY specialist. Yeah, that is what I'll try to do. My husband is really like big on vegetables. Yeah. And he likes meat too. So he's the one who tries to get me to eat a lot of vegetables. Yeah. So I think I should eat a little bit more of that. Thank you for that. Okay, cool, moist skin with goosebumps. You're still on the heat exhaustion symptoms. Blurred vision. Yeah, when your vision gets blurry, I think that is like a sign, you know, for concern, like regardless of what's the condition might be, right? Once you start getting blurred vision, it's, yeah, that's a red flag right there. Do you like sardines? They are very good. You know what? I don't even know if I've ever had sardines. Let me see how they look like. Maybe I have, but I don't know that that's what they're called. Let me Google it real quick and see. Let me see a picture. Let me see a picture. Hmm. I don't think I've had sardines. I don't think I have. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll try it. Any omega-3 fish is good. Okay. All right. I'll keep that in mind. Normally, I like salmon. Is salmon rich in omega-3? Yeah, I really enjoy salmon. No, I don't think salmon is rich in omega-3. Let me see. Let me see. Ah, okay. Yeah, it has. Oh, salmon is very good. Yeah, okay, yeah. I love salmon, yeah. I'm always eating salmon. Okay, not always, but that's my go-to fish. So salmon and tilapia. But I really enjoy salmon. Yeah. Okay. So other symptoms, fatigue, headache, nausea and vomiting, ooh, heavy sweating, rapid heart beating, rapid shallow breathing, um, swollen ankles, feet, or hands, and a drop in blood pressure when you stand. So, a few weeks back, we were at UFO fair. Yeah, something to do with aliens. And um, so we were standing like under a tree because it was a hot day. It was still spring, but it was a hot spring day. Um, and yeah, so we were standing there like waiting, and and for our other family members to get whatever they were getting. Yeah, because there were like food trucks and ice cream trucks and stuff like that. So I was having my ice, which I really enjoyed because I don't really uh, drink cold stuff because of my teeth sensitivity. Yeah, but once in a while, my body just craves for something cold. And that was my cheat ice day, I guess. And drink cucumber juice. It's very hydrating. Okay, how does it taste? Do I need to like blend it myself? Uh, I've never tried cucumber juice. Okay, I'll try that DIY. Yeah. So yeah, so we're standing, and then I turn around. I turn around. Yeah, I think that's the right word. I turn around. And then it was just in time to see this girl like trip and fall, you know? And I didn't think much of it at the time. I was just like, oh, sorry, thinking that she's going to get back up. Because I thought maybe like she tripped. Because you know how like these huge trees are, they have all these roots that are above ground, and you can easily trip and fall. But then I started getting a little bit concerned when she stayed on the ground for quite some time, because normally you just like when you fall down, the first instinct is to get back up. And so there's one lady, I think her friend or family member rushed to her side, and we were also concerned, and we were thinking of how to get like a bottle of water for her. And we just realized that she had collapsed and fainted. And it was most probably from the heat. And that was scary. That was one scary thing. Like, and she had lost consciousness in that time. Like, she can't remember what happened. She just remembers standing, and that's it. And when she came to, so that was scary. It was, yeah. Uh, you have to peel the cucumber and blend it. You can also add a few berries for sweetness. Perfect. I will try that, and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay. I'm gonna try that. Yeah. So yeah, that was really scary. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, things can just change in an instant like that. Yeah. You have to be careful on hot days to stay in the shade. Yes, you're right. That was like just like a reminder, for me to like try to stay out of the sun as much as I can. In as much as I enjoy being out in the sun, but just to be mindful of the fact that things can change like really, really quickly. Yeah. So thankfully she was okay. She relaxed and drank some water, and I think she was going to look for something to eat after that. Yeah. So she had someone with her, so we figured she'd be okay. Yeah, but that was scary. And yeah, so going forward, I'm going to be a little bit, like extra careful, just a little bit careful. Yeah. So in Dubai, it gets like very, very hot in the summer, like super hot. I'm told the same happens here as well. I'm yet to experience it. Yeah, but it gets very hot in Dubai. Um, and so the blue collar workers, the ones who work outside, the government recommends that the companies they work for put in place measures to just deal with such incidents. And when it gets like too hot, it's required by law that they should not be working outside. Yeah, so I think that's a good initiative from the government, just taking care of people, because if it's left to companies, like, who knows? Some companies are just out there to make the money, 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 money. Yeah, but human resources is very, very important, and I think like companies should really take care of their human resource, because these are the people who like work, day and nights, just to make sure that the company is in business and is making money. Yeah, so do you like nyama choma? Yes. Are you Kenyan? How do you know nyama choma? I love nyama choma. I haven't had nyama choma in a long. Is it for a long, long time? In a long, long time? I don't know. Yeah, but I haven't had nyama choma like. Oh my gosh, it might be like maybe more than a year now. For like more than a year now. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I love me some nyama choma. I love me nyama choma with kachumbari. Ah, and then pili pili kwa umbali. Ah. Oh my gosh. Now I want nyama choma. I don't know where I'll get nyama choma. Yeah. I love nyama choma, and with the kachumbari, the way they prepare it, nice. Tell me, are you Kenyan or maybe from East Africa? I love nyama choma. Oh. Now I want to eat. Oh, my love for food. I love food. It's crazy. All right. Okay. All right. So let's have a look at what they say. Do they have a Kenyan restaurant in NYC? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Yeah. I'm still getting to explore the city. I've seen like Nigerian restaurants or Ghanaian restaurants, but I believe there's a Kenyan restaurant. I just don't know where. Yeah. No, I'm English, but I know Kenyan people. All right. That's cool. Yeah. I like nyama choma. Have you tried nyama choma before? Yeah, it's so delicious. It's really nice. Uh, okay, so babies and young children are at especially high risk of heat illnesses such as heat exhaustion and heat stroke. That's because they are sweatless. Oh, I didn't know about that. Because sweating helps us to like cool our bodies. Yeah. So, oh, that's because they sweat less. Oh my gosh, English. That's because they sweat less. Not that they are sweatless, that they don't sweat ever. They just don't sweat a lot. I have not tried it, but I want to. I have seen it on Kenyan vlogs. Yeah, you should. Yeah. The best ones are the ones made like maybe at restaurants that specialize in nyama choma. Um, yeah. I highly, highly recommend you should try. See? I'm already like My cravings are now driving me crazy. Yeah. Okay. So back to the babies. Yeah. So because they don't sweat a lot, it makes harder for them to cool off, and they may show no clear early signs, okay, other than seeming fuzzy. Is it fuzzy and unwell? Yeah. So with kids, I think it's hard to tell because, especially when the kid is not speaking, not talking, like how do you know? Because kids cry to communicate. Yeah. They laugh sometimes. I like it when kids laugh. Yeah, so some of the signs might include paler skin than usual, which is more noticeable on the palms of the hands, nails, eyes, gums, etc. Cooler than usual skin. Ooh, okay. Increased thirst, such as and other signs of dehydration, such as peeing or crying less. A rise in body temperature. I think for babies, it's just important to make sure that they are hydrated at all times and just to be mindful of the conditions that they're in. If it's too hot, we, just try to make it comfortable for the babies. Because for adults, we can easily do that, by ourselves, and we know what hurts and where we feel uncomfortable, and we can easily do that. But for the babies, especially the young ones who cannot talk, yeah, I can only imagine how uncomfortable, it can be for them, and especially since they can't speak and let us know what the problem is. Yeah. All right, guys. So we've looked at some of the symptoms of heat exhaustion, and like just what we need to do to stay safe, yeah. So if you experience these symptoms, I think the first logical thing to do would be to get yourself out of that environment. So if you're outside in the heat, it would be, just prudent for you to like move to somewhere cooler, or under a shade or stuff like that. Drink water. So at that time, I think it's better to avoid something like alcohol will just dehydrate you more, or even maybe drinks that contain caffeine. So it's important for you to just hydrate with like water. Yeah. Or there are these sports drink that when you drink, they also help. They have like electrolytes. Yeah. So those ones help as well. So if you have any tight clothing, you might want to loosen that up, yeah, just so that you can breathe properly. Yeah, or maybe a fan. But with fans, I don't know, I feel like when you have a fan, after some time it just circulates like hot air. In the beginning it's nice and cool, but after some time I just feel like it's hot air. But I guess it's better to have the air circulating than to have like stagnant air. Yeah. All right, guys, unless you guys have any other thoughts or any questions. Also, I think also just dressing appropriately for the weather, if it's hot, just knowing the kind of fabric that you need to wear, and the kind of clothes that you need to wear. Don't be overdressed and don't be underdressed as well. Yeah, so just taking care of oneself. Yeah. And if you're like maybe planning to exercise, I would recommend that you do that maybe like early morning. That's what I would do when I was in Dubai, especially. I don't exercise much, so let me just put it out there. But there are times when I'm not happy with how I look or how I feel. Then that's when I go crazy. Yeah, I know it's not ideal. That's not what's recommended. We should exercise every day if we can, Move, move, move. But I'm just not into exercise or exercising that much. Yeah, so I only do it when I feel like I need to do it. Like now, I want to start doing my Pilates. I have enjoyed talking to you. Have a blessed day, sister. You too. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Yeah. So, like right now, I want to start doing Pilates because I'm not happy with my core area. Yeah. So yeah, but I like outdoor exercises or exercising outdoors because I just feel with the fresh air and stuff, it's really helpful. You know, I don't like exercising in confined spaces. Yeah, but I do exercise if need be, and so on hot days, I would recommend that you exercise like maybe early in the morning when it's not too hot. Then you can go outdoors and exercise, and maybe later on in the evening when it's cooling down. Yeah, but I would not recommend for you to engage in any form of outdoor exercises during the day when it's very hot. Yeah, that is not safe. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, um, what else? What else can we say? I think when you feel like you're at risk of a heat stroke, this is uh, this is just my thought. I just feel like at that time you really need to call emergency services. You know, the ambulance, or yeah, just call someone. You know, because things can go wrong real quick and real fast. Yeah. So yeah. And that's why it's important to have like a weather app on your phone. That way you get to see the different weather alerts, and it can sort of inform your choices. Yeah, that is what I do. I wasn't really keen on that because in Dubai, I pretty much like knew like the weather patterns and stuff, and they would send alerts to our phones if it was going to be a particularly extra hot day. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing that I learned very quickly when I got to Dubai is that not to go like in from a very hot place to a very cool place like almost immediately. Huh? When I did that initially, I would get so sick, but I just couldn't figure it out. I just didn't know like why I was getting that sick. Then it dawned on me that it's because I would get like from a very hot area to a very cool area like in seconds. Yeah. And that really affected my health. So yeah, I would try to do it gradually. It's because like in Dubai, the ACs are like, I feel like the temperatures are way too low, you know? So it gets too cold for me, but other people find it comfortable. Yeah, so yeah, but for me, even in the malls, I would have like a sweater or a light jacket. Yeah. So, because I would just find it like too cold inside, and then you step outside and it's too hot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? But I figured it out, and yeah. So after that, I was totally fine. Yeah. So, alrighty. I'll just look a little bit at the heat stroke. Heat stroke just scares me because it just sounds dangerous. Heat stroke. Anything with the word stroke in it is already scary. You know? So it is caused by the body overheating, overheating. So the symptoms are more or less the same as the heat exhaustion, but with heat stroke you have like altered mental state or behavior, because I think it really affects your brain. And so yeah, so slurred speech, confusion, agitation, aggression, yeah. Flash, flushed skin. Tongue twisted, tongue twisted. Flushed skin. So your skin may turn red as your body temperature increases. I don't think my skin turns red because of my melanin. But it will turn to some color, I guess. Yeah. And nausea and vomiting. Yeah, I think we saw that. Rapid breathing. Yeah, we saw all this. Yeah. So when do you need to see a doctor? So seek immediate help when you are experiencing a heat stroke, or you think you might be experiencing it, or you think someone is experiencing the heat stroke. Seek help immediately. Yeah. And always have like a water bottle with you, that way you have water to like just drink when you suffer from either heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Yeah, so stay safe, guys, out there, especially those who are in summer. It's a beautiful summer, but it could also be a dangerous summer. So stay safe, dress appropriately for the weather, have fun, and just look out for these symptoms. And also in your surroundings, you might be the person who helps someone else. Yeah. So yeah, let's just be your brother's keeper and take care of yourself as well. Yeah. So that's all for now. Thank you for joining me, for liking my live, for voting, commenting, chatting with me, DIY specialist. I enjoyed our chats today. Thank you so much. And yeah, the votes are in. Today we have 2 votes, so it's 50-50. So one person stays hydrated, the other person not so much. But that's fine. We can only learn. We learn every day. We live and learn. I learn like every single day. Yeah, so, and I like that I do. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later on in the day. Huh? Later on in yeah. Yeah, I'll see you guys later, and yeah, be good, be kind, and thank you all so much. Oh, and for those who have not subscribed, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you later.